Hello, on to the third round of the League Cup competition. So in this round here we got included Arsenal, Chelsea, Leicester, Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United and Tottenham. Because of their European qualification meant they got to skip round 2 and go straight into this round 3 battle for the final 32 clubs that are left. So already it's not too far away from making it into the final, just the third round, fourth round, fifth round, semi-final, and then you're into the final round if you're able to win those matches. And each of these games are played just the 90 minutes and penalty shootout if needed if scores are level after that, and just the one knockout tie rounds till you get to the semi-final stage, just in like a normal seasons there. And I let the football simulator but these matches here because it's a lot difficult just to come up with some solid predictions because you have to know who's playing, because some teams don't really value these cup competitions and value the league format instead, so it could be an opportunity for some reserve players to come in and join the mix, even for the big clubs there. And there's no odds currently provided for these matches, even though they kick off in a few days' time, so it's very difficult to know what's going on. And out of the 25 games from the second round, the football simulator only managed to get 11 out of 25 games correct, so that isn't a good result. And this was like who ended up winning the fixture, regardless if it was a draw and it ended up being penalties and going through that way. So let's get for these matches, and I'll give you some more extra details and the goal scores that the football simulator has decided to go for, and see how accurate it is this time around, all for a bit of fun. So starting off is Bristol City against Astonvilla. So Bristol City, the Championship club, against Astonvilla in the Premier League. And it's gone for a 1-1 draw, with Bristol City to win at 7-6 on penalty kicks. Goal scorer for Bristol is going to be Famia Diwan, and for Aston Villa it's going to be Awar Ghazi, scoring a late one to get to penalties, but ultimately end up losing. Next game is my team Chelsea, as they take on Barnsley at home, and thankfully it has predicted Chelsea to win 3-1. Got Olivia Giroud scoring a couple of goals for us, as well as Tammy Abraham. For Barnsley, Connor Chaplin gets in the midst there to equalise in the 12th minutes, so a bit nervy as it took us until the hour mark to take the lead, but ultimately get the win, get through to round 4 is what we're after. Preston North End from the Championship taking on Brighton from the Premier League. It's gone for Brighton to win 3-1. Shane Duffy, Aaron Moy and Adam Webster. And for Preston, Josh Harrop getting in the midst. Fleetwood Town to surprise Everton, third tier League One sides against Everton from the Premier League. After a 1-1 draw, a 4-3 win on penalty kicks for Fleetwood Town. It has Paddy Maiden scoring for Fleetwood, and for Everton, Gylfi Sigurdsson getting in action. Fulham to defeat Sheffield Wednesday 2-0, Premier League side against the Championship club here, with Bobby Weeds and Evan Cavaliero. Next up is Leicester against Arsenal. Arsenal to come away 3-1 winners, with Socrates Papis Staphios Panolis, the Greek guy, getting the first goal, and then Pierre Emerick Aubameyang, the guy who we all know, scoring a couple of goals there for Arsenal. And for Leicester, James Maddison to get a consolation goal in the end. Later lines against Tottenham, though, is going to be an absolute thriller, with Tottenham coming away 4-3 winners, with Lucas, Eric Lamara and Hyun-Min Son getting 2 goals, including one in the final minute of the game. And for Leyton, Orient has got them scoring their 3 goals in the space of 3 crazy second half minutes. Lee Angol, 65th and 66th minute goals, and Collar Wilkinson in the 67th minute. So what the hell went on there? Don't know. But somehow Tottenham to prevail against League 2 opposition and Leyton Orient here. Manchester City against Bournemouth is the next one. Manchester City to come away 2-1 winners, though they do it late. Otamendi scoring their first goal. Dan Gosling equalising for Bournemouth shortly before half time. And then Rodri to pop up in the 90th minute and prevent a penalty shootout against the 3-time back-to-back champions in a row. Next up, Millwall to defeat Barnsley 3-2 with Matt Smith, Sean Hutchinson and Mason Bennett in the final minute as well too. So some great classic games here. So Millwall, the Championship club, to defeat, did I say Barnsley? I meant Burnley, Premier League side with Chris Woods and Jeff Hendrick scoring Burnley's goals. Next game is Morecambe against Newcastle. Newcastle to come away 3-1 winners with Jetro Williams, Paul Drummett and Fabian Schrar. For Morecambe, Jordan Quayston gives something for the home supporters to cheer about. Watford, they win a friendly battle against Newport County Championship club against League 2 opposition after a 1-1 draw, coming away 5-4 winners on penalty kicks, with Isfar Sarr scoring for Watford. For Newport County, Patrick Armand. Manchester United to win a 3-2 Fulham game against Luton Town. Marcus Rashford with 2 goals, Scott McTominay getting on the action as well too. For Luton Town, Sonny Bradley and Harry Koenig getting the championship's goals. West Brom to destroy its championship opponents Brentford 5-1, with Hal Robertson Kanu scoring 4 of those 5 goals. Charlie Austin, other guy, getting on the action. For Brentford, Joe Valencia just a mere consolation in Wat. Hull City surprised West Ham 3-0, League 1 team against Premier League opposition, with Tom Eves, Jordan D. Wilges and Wes Burke. Stoke City 3-2 winners against Gillingham, Championship club against a League 1 team. So at least we know for sure it's not all going to be Premier League opposition into the 4th round there, because we've got 2 matches, Stoke City against Gillingham and Newport County against Watford, where we get at least a couple of Championship clubs or possibly a League 1, League 2 side getting into the mix as well too. So for Stoke City for this game here, Tom Ince, Sam Krukas and Sam Votes scoring for Stoke City. And for Gillingham, got Jordan Roberts and Wigan Charles Cook. And the final match, Liverpool taking on Lincoln City away from home, Premier League side against a League 1 opposition. Liverpool to have absolutely no problems here. It's gone for a 5-0 victory with Jordan Henderson, Sadio Mane with a brace, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk getting the goals for Liverpool. So that's what the Football Simulator has to predict. What do you think about these predictions? How accurate do you think it will be this time around? I think for the most part it has gone for some reasonable picks. Probably a little bit ambitious with Hull City against West Ham, but you never know what the lineups are going to be on this occasion when it comes around, because first up got the Premier League, Championship, League 1 and League 2 games, second week of action. If you haven't done so already, make sure to put your predictions in those videos that I have already made, and feel free to join in with the prediction battle with that. And then after, once those games are completed, once we get around to the next week, midweek, for these cup games here, then you'll have more of an idea of who's going to play and who's going to take this cup competition seriously. So it'd be good to stop Manchester City from winning this title for the 4th season in a row, because they have them as heavy favourites in the bookies there to do so once again. But you never know, you're like, come on, Chelsea, let's do something special this season. So feel free to put your thoughts, predictions down below there, and we'll see how accurate you are in these games here. And just for a bit of fun, no points prediction league for these cup games, as didn't start from the start, and as I say, it's a lot tougher to call than league games there, where every team turns up and basically plays their best team week in and week out. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe.